What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to be reviewing Scott Barnes' 10-piece set. So here's how it comes to you. Here's what the brushes are held in. Isn't that gorgeous? There's the other side. Take the brushes out for a second. Lodged way in the back. All right, here we go. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to go ahead and leave them out. So I don't have any makeup on, as you can see. I wanted to go through each step using the brush. You can see how it works. I will tell you my opinion as I'm using it. And then I will tell you more about how much a set costs and everything as my liquid makeup dries. So my foundation, my contour, and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. How I prime the skin all the time is using a mineral sunscreen. You should know that if you watch my videos. I have a lot of redness around the nose and then right over here because I've been using a different product than my go-to one, the Paula's Choice Niacinamide. I'm using the gross one and I'm not happy with it. It's making me have a lot of skin issues. So I can't wait to start using my holy grail, Paula's Choice again, because I didn't get all these bumps on my nose with the Paula's Choice. All right, so got that on. And for foundation, I'm going to be doing a mixture. We are going to be doing the NARS Soft Matte, and it's going to be Salzburg Light 3.5. And I'm going to mix it with the Smashbox Halo Light Neutral. This just amps up the coverage a little bit of the Halo foundation. Mix it in my hand. All right, this is the first brush I'm not the biggest fan on. It depends on the foundation that you use. Some foundations it does not work at all. This is the foundation combination that I see that it does work, but I just have better brushes, so this didn't impress me that much. So blend that as much as I can. So this one, if you like it or not, it's very flimsy brush. I like a stiffer brush. The brush I've been loving for foundation is this one right here. It's the IT Cosmetics, and it's the Heart brush. So it's on sale again. They only put it out once a year. This one's amazing for foundation. Because no matter what your foundation type it is, this one just works. Cream foundation, stick foundation, serum foundations. So as you can see with this foundation, it works very well. I just like to bring a brush all the time that no matter what, I don't have to think about it, it always works. All right. So we're going to get a blender and just blend it in, make sure everything is perfect. I think out of the 10-piece set, that was the only one that I was kind of disappointed in. Now I did research on it, and what I see a lot of people using that brush for is for body foundation. So they get the body bling that he sells and they use that brush to put on their body. So you can try that. I'm not a big fan of using body makeup, so that's just not my area, but that's what I heard that one's good for. So we're gonna move on to concealer. This is the One Size by Patrick Starr. And he doesn't have a concealer brush in that, so that's why I'm using the IT Cosmetics Love brush, because it works really well. All right, so now we are going to use contour. This is the Mario, the Makeup by Mario. I love it a lot. It's the color Light. The around the mouth thing is a technique that I saw Scott Barnes do on Tati when he did her makeup. So this one is going to be the Scott Barnes 65. I love the shape of it. Let me get the name of it real quick. So 65 is the Flawless Face Brush, and it's just perfectly hand cut, so it just goes around the angles of your face. So I'm going to just blend it a little bit. And I put a line, people ask me why I put a line of contour on my chin. I have a butt chin, is what some people call it, so I think it looks better when I do that. If you don't have a chin like mine, you don't have to worry about it. All right, put my notes over here for the time. And the face brush, this is my favorite face brush by Scott Barnes. This is amazing. It's just perfectly cut. It works so easily, and I'm just taking the excess off the brush, and I'm going to be grabbing my bronzer. If I remember right, I think this is Say Cosmetics. I think that's how you pronounce it. Bronze up the face. I don't think you can ever add too much bronzer for me. So why I keep using this brush is it's my favorite, and I like using it for the contour, for my bronzer, and I use it for my brush. My blush brush, sorry, misspoke. So instead of having 3 different brushes for that, I just wipe off the excess and just keep it moving. So that would be annoying having to wash 3 of these. Not to mention expensive. So blend that all out. Now there is a reason why I'm using my own makeup and not using his makeup. I did purchase that. That's waiting for me. I didn't want you to think that his brushes were working so well because it was his makeup. I wanted to use different formulas from other brands so you can see that it works on that, because I want you to know that if you're using it for your makeup, it will work for you, that you don't have to buy his cosmetics for it. And the blush is by Makeup by Mario. And the shade was Dusty Rose. Now I add a lot of blush. I love the look on the nose, on the cheeks, and then on the temples. And if you add too much, you can always go over it with foundation again. Let that all in. It just gives such a pretty sun-kissed glow. With the bronzer, with the blush. Let you look at that. All right. So I believe that's all the cream I'm going to be using. Now what I like to do, once I'm done getting all my cream on, is grab the Charlotte Tilbury. This is the airbrush setting spray. It is amazing. Now I don't use this because a lot of setting sprays, I say I like to use it as a primer, spray it on, and then add my foundation and everything on. This one does not work well when you do that. It makes the foundation sit weird. So what I do is I add all my cream products. Then when I'm done, as the final step before I add powder, I do this. Add that. Get a little fan, get it to dry a little bit. All right, and then you go over with your blender and you just press it in the skin. This really makes your makeup last a really long time. All right. So while that dries, I'm going to go through a few things. This 10-piece brush set is usually $319, but he has a sale going on where it's only $239. So you get a little break on price buying the set. All right. So what I'm going to go ahead and go through is things I like since waiting for this to dry. Let me go ahead and grab them so I can talk about it. So the eye brushes, you'll see me using it in a minute. Grab the 60. This is the 60. This is really good for the inner corner. It says a lip and eye liner brush, but I like it for the inner corner. I like it for the lower lash line. This is a wonderful brush. I love it a lot. This is number 61. And this is the Eye Fan brush. This is one of my originals. I had 2 brushes by him that really blew my socks off, and that's why I wanted to investigate more and try his other brushes, is because of this brush and then the next one I'm going to talk about. So the last one I talked about is $21 if you want to buy it on its own. This fan brush is $24. Then the second brush that I fell in love with is going to be the 62. And this is the Eye Blender brush. It is amazing. It's $24 as well. Then this is a new one that I fell in love with in the set. So as soon as I tried it, I'm like, oh my goodness, where has this been all my life? This is the 63. Try to hold it so you can see it. And how it cuts goes perfectly at the outer corner of your eye. And this is the Eye Winger brush, $24 as well. The next one we're going on to is going to be $59. And I use this in my brows. You can use it as gel liner or whatever you like. I just find it better used as my brow. So I use the Anastasia Dip Brow or the Benefit pomade that they just came out. It's brand new. Been trying that out. So this one works really well to get your eyebrows on. This one's okay. It didn't knock my socks off. I think there are wonderful brushes out there. This is just okay. This one is 18 bucks. And we're going to go to the next one. This is going to be all face brushes. Talk about the highlighter brush, $64. And the highlighter brush is $32. I love this. It puts on your highlighter perfect. It's perfectly hand cut. That's one thing you'll keep hearing me say. All his brushes are hand cut by him, and they're wonderful quality. So the next one is going to be 66. And this is the powder sheer brush. So anything that is extremely pigmented, this is good for us. So if you have an extremely pigmented highlighter, use this. If you have a blush that's too pigmented, use this one. A bronzer too pigmented, use this. So it has multi-uses that you can use this for in your routine. I really like this brush. This one is $42. And then this is the Good Face brush. So I use this as for my setting powder to put on. It is gorgeous. I guess you can use it for your powder foundation if you would like, but I use it for my setting powder. Perfect. This one's $50. The foundation brush, you can already tell with how I talked about it, I did not like it. This one, 68. Number 68, and it's $42. So I wasn't a fan of this, but it depends on your foundation. And if you like a more flimsier brush, if those are the brushes you like, then you probably would like it. I like a firmer brush. And then this one, 65. I already told you I like this a lot for contour, for your blush, for your bronzer. It is amazing. And this one's $42 as well. So now that my face is dry, we're going to go on and go to the next step. Put my setting powder on. And you can see how gorgeous and big this is. And as you can see, I dipped into it one time. It was so big, that's all I needed. So I'm gonna put that over here for right now. The next one I'm going to do, we're gonna go ahead and do blush. So this is extremely pigmented. This is brand new. I got it during the 21 day sale from Ulta. with their wonderful shipping. It got cracked over here, but thank goodness the formula didn't. This is brand new trying this, but I saw with how bright this is, so I can't wait to try the formula of this, but it looks really bright. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. And I don't need much because I had that wonderful cream blush on. I just wanted to really test that out. This is really pretty. I've never tried anything from Nabla before. So I got a lot of things on the 21-day Ulta sale. All right. Next thing we're going to do, and I brush off the excess on a towel so I can use a very pigmented bronzer. This is by Nabla as well. And this is a matte bronzer. I'm going to tell you the shade Ambra. And then the pigmented blush was Lola. Make sure the excess is off. Looking at that, I have to try that out a little more. I'm not sure if I'm impressed by the bronzer. The blush was pretty, but I'm not sure if I like the color of the bronzer. So I'll let you know on that. Now we're going to go into highlight, and this is Nabla again, and this is Ozone. Using the highlighter brush. It's a pretty sheen. Looks, yeah, it has a satin glow. There's no glitter in it, so that's a good thing. So I'm glad I got the stuff from Nabla to try their products, because I've never even heard of them before, and then I saw it at the Ulta sale, and a lot of stuff bored me. Seeing on there was like, I'm not interested, so seeing this brand, this is the only thing that piqued my interest. And I was really irritated. They didn't have any cleansing balms. That's usually when I stock up my cleansing balms, is during their sale. They didn't have any. So I like that a lot. Really pretty. All right, we're going to just make sure everything is blended right, nothing too bright. Want to look seamless and blended. No harsh lines. So I like how that looks. Put this away. And the setting powder I didn't mention is the Anastasia, and it's the color Vanilla. All right, now we're moving on to eyes. My eyelids are already primed. I use the Viseart eye primer. It's absolutely gorgeous. Sets your eyes perfect. Doesn't add color, but it just works for me. So I like the Jeffree Star Prick palette a lot, so I'm going to go ahead and use different eyeshadow in this look, but still use this palette. So we're going to use the fan brush. I'm going to go ahead and use Mysterious Circumstances. So I'm putting that in my crease. All right, want something a little darker in tone in the crease, so I'm going to use Twisted Taste. Yeah, that's pretty. All right, now I'm going to get the fan brush, go back into Twisted Fate, and just blend it out. All right, now we're going to get that outer corner brush. It's going to be the 63, and I'm going to use Unblunted. And this one's great because it just fits your eye so perfectly. Has a perfect like V cut for you, so you can just, without even trying, make your outer corner look perfect. All right, now before I go in with the inner corner, go ahead and get my glitter primer by NYX. I like to put that on because I do have creasing in the middle, not the middle, the corner of my eyes. So I have allergies, so my eyes tear up. So this just makes sure it stays in place. It doesn't mess up the eyeshadow. It stays perfect all day. All right, wipe the excess off. For inner corner, I really like this. So I'm using my finger and I'll blend it out more. So it's going to be the inner corner of my eyelid. This is the prettiest gold. It's like an orangey gold. I don't know, I've never seen this tone before. So I'm going to go with the fan brush. Let me wipe the excess off, so don't want the other shade. And this is Glimmer of Hope, by the way. Don't think I mentioned that. It's just so pretty. Go back with the inner corner of the unblunted. I'm going to use my finger, put that on, and just mix it in with the to the glimmer of hope that's in the inner corner of the lid. All right. So use the fan brush, make sure it's all blended on top. I'm gonna brush away. This isn't a Scott Barnes brush. I don't need that to brush away the excess of the fallen shadow. All right, I'm gonna let you take a look at that. This is why I love Scott Barnes. His eye brushes, look how gorgeous that looks. I don't think I've seen a better eyeshadow brush than his. All right, so I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go ahead, do my eyebrows, and put on my fake eyelashes, so I'll see you in a second. All right, I'm back. I did not do my brows because I forgot I have to use a brush of Scott Barnes, the 59, to do that. So I'm going to do that in a minute, and then I'm going to add highlighter and maybe the lower lash line with the other brush. But what I do have on is some lip gloss by Jeffree Star. You'll see that in the video I just did. It's the Entwine Supreme Gloss. I love this a lot. It's gorgeous. And then I have my fake eyelashes on, but the mascara I use is the Pat McGrath Fetish Mascara. This is my favorite mascara I've been using lately. It is gorgeous. And then the eyeliner is Makeup by Mario. So let you look at that. So I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows. So I'm going to grab the 59. And this is the Anastasia Dip Brow. This is my favorite pomade. I'll go ahead and hold it like this. Looks good. I'm not a big fan of eyebrows, so I don't do a lot with them because they don't have to be perfect in my eyes. I know other people take it really seriously. I do not. And that's why I like this pomade. I put it on. It doesn't move. It doesn't budge. So I like that a lot in an eyebrow product. In the middle, I'm trying to grow it out. I had a mishap using one of those skin shaving blades, and I went a little too ham on this eyebrow, so I'm trying to have it grow out a little bit. So I'm going to grab a spoolie. Like I said, this is a good brush, but for an eyeliner brush, there's a lot. This is nothing special to me. It's a very nice, firm one. So that it came in this collection. I'm glad I have it, but this is not something that you have to run out and buy. So if I lost this one, it wouldn't be any skin off my nose. I would just buy another one from the drugstore, because there's the e.l.f. ones are really, really good. I like them. All right. Now I'm gonna Grab another eyebrow product. Cannot speak. Get used to that. So this is the Anastasia Dip Brow. Not Anastasia Dip Brow. This is the Anastasia Brow Freeze. This is a new product I've been using and I like it a lot. Of course, I added a little too much on this one. I'm gonna wipe some of that off. I think this is my third time using it. So that looks good. And this is the strongest hold I've found so far. And like I said, this is the Anastasia Brow Freeze. So that looks good. And the next one I'm going to do is I'm going to get the 60. And I'm going to add highlight in the inner corner. This one I got in a BoxyCharm box and I love it a lot. It's the Beauty Bakery Milk and Honey. And this is just gorgeous. So I'm going to go between Spoiler Alert and Oh Honey. That is so pretty. But I've been grabbing this highlighter palette a lot. Alright, so for the bottom lash line, I just want to show you how this can work for other than highlight at the inner corner. Let's go ahead and grab... You know what, I didn't do forged yet, so I'm going to hit that. That's a bright color. So pretty. Wipe the excess off. All right. Grab the highlighter palette real quick again. I just want to blend the two colors together on the bottom lash line. My favorite tool of all time, a Q-tip. I always find it helpful in my makeup routine. Alright, so now that we're done with using the brushes, I'm going to tell you my final thoughts about these. Alright, like I said, all these brushes I loved a lot. I'm not going to go over them again. I loved 8 of them. So I'll go show you each one that there's 8 there. Now with the 8 brushes, I did the value of it, and it's $259. So if you just got this, you would still be getting your money's worth. So it's going to be $239 that you pay for it on sale. I don't think I would spend, if it wasn't on sale. I've only seen these on sale for $319. I don't think I would spend that. I would buy the individual brushes that I wanted. But $259, so that's a deal. The two I didn't, and I have the one I kind of like on here. If I can find it, it's over on the side over here. So the one I liked, but there's better alternatives, is going to be the 59, and it's the eye and lip liner brush. And this one retails at $18. So this was okay, but there's better at the drugstore. But since it came in the set, worth it to me. So even if you add what you get a good one for $10 at the store, so that still brings it up to a value of $269 instead of $259. Now this one is just based on the foundation brush that you like to use. So if you like a flimsier one, not a firm one, I think you'd like this a lot. It's very long as well, as you can see. Hoping that I can grasp with how long these bristles are. So it's depending what foundation brush that you like. I know which foundations this works with, so if I use them, I will grab this brush. But my favorite is the, and it's a lot cheaper, the IT foundation brush, the Love brush that's on sale right now. IT Cosmetics makes great foundation brushes, so that's the one I would go towards. But since it came in this kit, I have it as a backup for the foundations that I know this works with. But this does not work with all foundations, so you just have to see that if it works for you. If you buy the set, you can try it out. There's no skin off your nose for trying it. So personally, I think this set was worth it. I love it. I'm so glad I bought it. You really see the difference once you use his brushes. I mean, hand cut, perfect brushes. They wash well. I don't have anything special. I take a bar soap dial, and I clean my brushes with that. And then when I dry it, I just have it set like this so it dries, so it doesn't go into the glue over here and mess up your brush. So it's really easy to clean. I've not had any issues. Like I said, I've had this one, and I think I dropped the other one. These two brushes for a while. So this is the one that came in the set. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the ones I've had for, has to be almost 2 years now. So these are the ones that I had before. And this is the 62 to remind you, and the 61. So this is the ones I fell in love with. That's what made me want to try the brushes. If you see how well this lasts, keep dropping everything. You'll learn that with me. I have butter fingers. So if you see, this is the one that I've had, and this is the new one. Look how well that has held up over 2 years. And this one, you can't see any difference. Look at that. Amazing quality. You can't beat that. For having this for almost 2 years, priceless. All right. So like I said, I spent $239 on the set. If you're looking for brushes, that is a must-have. If you don't want to spend that, because I know it's a lot of money, treat yourself for your birthday, Christmas, or special occasion. But if you had to pick brushes that you should get and start out with, I'm going to go ahead and grab them. So these are the brushes I would tell you to get. The 62 for 24, each one's 24, so I'm not going to say each price. So I'd get the 62, the 63, and the 61. So these are the three must-haves. These are, what's the word I'm looking for? Life-changing. This makes your eye makeup look perfect. This is what I would invest in if you don't want to spend the money, and this will only cost you $72. So if you want to invest in 3 brushes, these are the 3 I would get. So spend $72, see if you fall in love with it, and then for a special occasion, treat yourself to the brush set if you'd like. So I hope you like this video. We're at the end, so if you like it, please like, subscribe, comment down below. If you've tried his brushes, tell me what you think of them. Do you love them as much as I do? And what do you think of the foundation brush? Is it fit in your routine? Is it one of your favorites? Because it's not one of my favorites, but it may be yours. So let me know down in the comment section. And please hit that bell so you'll be notified when I put out a new video. I'm going to grab my co-star Sugar Bear. Sugar Bear, come on. You can't wait for this part, can you? I know, you don't like being grabbed. All right, so we're going to say goodbye. Bye, guys.